Hi guys, Valentina here. And yep, I'm in my bed, in my bedroom, with my hair still wet from the shower. And why the hell not? That's the prerogative of being single and always thinking as I was in the shower. I was contemplating an episode I just saw on YouTube, uploaded from CNN on Christiana Nampour's series of sex and love around the world. So this particular one was from Ghana, and so she was talking first about sexual slavery, and then how Christianity came about, and how things are possibly changing in Ghana. Interviewing women from different walks of life, you would say, single women, married women, and even some men, to figure out what the dynamics are between men and women in the sexual space within a marriage, and how they think about sex, expectations from of each other about sex. And so what I got out of it is Christianity didn't make it that much better. Basically, guys can cheat all they want, and somehow it's socially expected, maybe having a couple of wives, or in their case, a wife, a mistress, and a few girlfriends. Unless they're poor, in which case they can't afford it, so they have to content themselves with just one wife. And women generally are expected to show up for their men, to show them respect and loyalty, and in return they get security. They basically get their bills paid and social status. And then I thought about this while I was in the shower. It's like, really? According to Pew Research, 70% of the people in the United States are religious, right? And out of that, a lot of them are Christians. Majority of that is Christians. So how are we different than Ghana? And I'm in Morro Bay, California, and by my guesstimations, driving on the streets and walking around, there are more churches per capita than anywhere else in California. So, at the same time, within this infiltration, basically religious infiltration and of norms, right? Gender roles, we have the conversation about feminism and equal opportunity and glass ceilings and equal treatment for women and men, and the ultra feminists and the not so ultra feminists, women's rights, right? And I started thinking about this whole thing. It's like, wait a second. So like in the political, social level, we are trying to advocate for ourselves as women. And I'm not disagreeing with that. I think that there is plenty of room for improvement. But we can't really make a difference in the political and social environment if we have these shadow aspects of ourselves that are encoded there from generations about what women are getting out of relationships and what guys are expecting out of relationships, right? So I happen to remember a phrase from Jordan Peterson, paraphrasing him, that if you want to change your life, if you want to fix your life, change your life, start with your room. Clean up your mess in your room. Organize it. Make it pleasing to your eye, right? That takes a lot more skill and planning than it meets the eye. If you can start there, that's the first step onward. So then I thought to myself, if we want to rearrange society to respect women, maybe women should start in the bedroom. Because if you can advocate for yourself naked, if you can look at the mirror naked with acceptance of yourself and acknowledgement of your power, without women, the world ain't going no place, baby. The womb. There was a lady in the movie in the show that I just saw, where she was sort of like into voodoo, and she was like, voodoo pussy. She had a whole song about it, saying that it's power, baby. It's power. So anyways, If you can advocate for yourself naked in the bedroom, if you can speak about your needs, if you can champion your pleasure naked, if you can be assertive naked, say no when you need to say no, say yes when you need to say yes, play fair, be there for each other, for your partner, but also for yourself. Don't just be a blow-up doll. If you can do this naked, you can do it out there. You're going to have the balls, literally, to do it out there in a business suit, because then you're really equal. But you can't be equal outside of the bedroom if you're not equal inside the bedroom. Because inside of your mind, someplace on the back of your mind, you're remembering that you're there in service of men. You're there to provide respect, loyalty, and support. And so you can reject that notion, you can get pissed off at that, but it's in your head. It's encoded in your head. And the place to transcend that notion is to vocalize for your own pleasure. That's my take on it. If you can stand up naked in front of your guy and say, dude, we're having sex tonight, and it ain't gonna be 2 minutes and you're asleep. Like Flight of the Conchords, the guy says, 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. Hell no, baby, you're not done until I'm done. And if you don't want to have sex, don't fucking make up a headache. Just like, look, honey, today is not the day, but I promise I'll make it up to you tomorrow, or whatever, be there for each other. But be honest, be open, be assertive, and ask for what you want. If you want to experiment, experiment. It's like, your guy needs to understand that he has to play by your rules just the way he expects you to play by his rules. You guys have to negotiate the rules together. So, that's my brilliant idea in the shower. Emancipation of women should start naked in the bedroom. Then if we can get that done, nobody can take advantage of us, because we won't be available to be taken advantage of. It will be a tough job to try to take advantage of you if you can stand up for yourself naked. So I'd love to hear the comments. I'm expecting that some people are going to be pissed off at me. I'm putting this video in the Cougar Academy series, but also in the relationship series, because I think it's an important subject, and now it's kind of late, so I'm just like needing to go to bed, but I want to keep thinking about it. It's an interesting conversation. We talk so much about genders and trying to define ourselves gender-wise, pronouns and all that, but that's like, how do you define yourself in relationship to your intimate partner? You can't just define yourself for yourself. That's an important thing. But then the next thing is to define yourself in relationship. That's where the rubber meets the road. You can think in your head all you want about yourself, but how do you show up in that sexual space, in that relationship, whoever that is, with whoever that is, right? Doesn't have to be necessarily men and women. It could be 2 guys, 2 girls, 2 whatevers. I don't care. How do you show up in that sexual space? So that's that. And good night to everybody. And if you're watching this during the day, well, have a good night tonight. Valentina Petrova Consulting. You can send me an email via my website, or you can leave a comment down below, and I'd love to hear from y'all. Have a good one. Bye.